Big topic from the week. The fallout continues in the release of personal information from the cheating website Ashley Madison. Among the tens of millions of customers outed are people on the government payroll. The Associated Press found hundreds of U.S. government employees, some with sensitive jobs from more than 20 federal agencies, accessed the site and even paid membership fees using their government internet connections. This could be especially problematic for those in the military. Cheating on your spouse is a criminal offense under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. The Ashley Madison hack is our topic this half hour. We want to hear from you on our Fox 26 Facebook page. You can also weigh in on Twitter. Use the hashtag Fox26forlife. Joining us live in the newsroom is our Roundup panel. It's led by our senior legal analyst, Chris Tritico. We have our news analyst, Mustafa Tamiz, and public policy analyst, Jackie Bally. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
All right, so this draws up the question, what kinds of websites are appropriate to access on taxpayer time?
None. Other than government work. It is illegal to use government resources for private or personal business in every state that I'm aware of and by the United States government. And so if you are a government employee and you are accessing on government time private websites, then you're probably violating the law. If you're using government resources, which would include their Wi-Fi through their server, then you are definitely committing a crime. There's, quite frankly, a whole lot of people in the United States today and worldwide who are hearing their loved ones say, "Lucy, you got some splaining to do." This is a big problem, not only for the government employees, but for everybody who was dumb enough to put their personal information and use their real name on here. Mustafa, this is, you can't use government resources for private business, and cheating on your spouse is just that.
Yeah, it's wrong. There's no excuse for it. But, the number that really shocked me is 34 million email addresses came out of the data dump. So to me, there was a local article that talked about City of Houston. City of Houston has over 22,000 or 21,000 employees. There are 5 email addresses from there. So the government is not where the issue. I think something that's worth talking about is the rise in sexual addiction in our country, where 5% of Americans have some kind of sexual addiction. So, we have to start dealing with this issue, because just like alcoholism and drugism and sexual addictions, these break families, and it leads to things like human trafficking, all sorts of other things. So I think we have to start changing the focus and not be hitting the government as a piñata once again.
Well, I don't know if it's hitting the government as a piñata to point out that these people are violating the law by using government resources to cheat on their spouse.
Yeah, and usually whenever you hear about a cheating scandal or a sex scandal out of D.C., no one blinks. But this is juicy stuff. I mean, if you look at
You spent all morning trying to find it.
I did. I can't wait to see it, like the actual names. But, when you look at the email addresses, you're getting people from the White House, Department of Justice, 2 U.S. assistant attorneys. I mean, it's really good stuff. So that's why people are just, and plus, people like me probably didn't even know this website existed until this story broke out. So it's one thing to say, yes, there are many people out there with sexual addictions, but to use your government address and on a taxpayer's dime to actually go on a cheating website, not only is it morally wrong, but for those in the Pentagon, they may be looking at criminal charges.
At what point do we file charges on people who are going on web pages using government resources?
Well, it is illegal, according to the military uniform code, to do something like this. So
it's illegal.
Those people who were caught, and if they did something illegal, if they went against the code, then they should be charged.
And look, I think that there will be disciplinary actions, there will be investigations, a lot will come out of this. But at the end of the day, it's 34 million people that are on the website that should be concerning us. And yes, the agencies and government bureaucracies and everywhere else. But there's a lot of people in corporations that have very sensitive jobs that were also found in this.
Right.
What about that?
Well, let me go to Sally. She's monitoring our social media.
Okay, we'll take a look at Twitter and see what people are saying on there first. Every government official that used a .gov email with Ashley Madison should be fired, please. And this person says, guys actually thought it was a good idea to use work government emails for Ashley Madison login. Come on. I mean, not only do these guys put their, and ladies too, put their put their personal lives at stake, but now they're jeopardizing their professional ones.
Well, and I think I said it earlier, if you were dumb enough to put your real name and your real address and your real email and your real credit card on there, you deserve everything that's about to happen to you, including losing your loved one. This is, but the greater issue here is as Mustafa points out, not only the addiction that we're looking at possibly, but the depletion of resources from the government and to private businesses with people logging onto these emails, or web pages, whether using my server or not. It's the time I'm paying you for while you're on this web page cheating on your spouse.
I personally have a bigger problem if, as my taxpayer dollars, I do expect those people to do certain things, and going on a cheating website is not one of them. Yes, of course there are many corporate leaders who are also on the website, but that's their business and on their dime. We are, as taxpayers, we're paying for these people to do certain jobs. It's not to go on a cheating website. And that's why it, like you said in your intro, it's not, it's against policies, against governmental policies to go on these kinds of websites. There's a reason why that rule is there.
The web page says, as Jackie pointed out when we were coming on the air, life is short, have an affair. That's disgusting.
Yeah, and as Sally was saying, it is guys. I mean, 85% of the people that were registered are men, and there's a claim that the 15% of women are probably not 15%. A lot of them were created by the company to enticement to do this. So it is mostly a guy problem, and it needs to be dealt as such. And pornography on the internet, all of these things are attributing to this, and we should start talking about this in a way where we can kind of look for some solutions, because addiction untreated destroys families.
We're almost out of time, but hasn't the internet really just exploded the ability of people to have affairs and cheat?
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't even know websites like this existed. But you don't have to go on websites like this. We were talking about this earlier. I get guys who come on Facebook and start questioning me and messaging me and saying very questionable things, and people I don't know. So yes, social media, the websites, it's really an invitation to do certain things. And see, that's why you two are happily married, because you realize this is the wrong thing to do.
32 years this past week for me and my lovely wife. So it's been 3 decades of fun and excitement. And I didn't know what Ashley Madison was either until Jackie explained it to me.
He's such a kiss. Look at you.